11 Things You Never Thought About IU, That Will Leave You Crying. IU is one of Korea's best female soloists, and top-level celebrity. Her way to the top wasn't simple however, and the troubles she battled through may carry a tear to your eye, yet fortitude to your heart too. 1. She came from poverty. IU's family was well off until a debt they had underwritten went awry and the family faced financial problem. While IU's parents weren't attempted to deal with the circumstance, IU and her more youthful sibling grew up with their grandma. This may clarify why IU is very close to her grandma. From the start, the three lived in a little room loaded with cockroaches. Then, at that point they moved into a relative's home, where IU needed to endure the verbal abuse. The relative, upon returning home drunk and seeing IU, her brother, and her grandmother, started shouting that IU will never make it as a singer and so she should be studying instead of practicing. IU recalled pretending to be sleeping as she persevered through this obnoxious attack. She decided at this point she will try her best to become a successful singer. 2. She was conned and robbed. Things didn't work out too well for IU even when she became a trainee. While looking for auditions to enter, the young IU was conned. An agency tricked her into sending a large sum of money for training and appearing on TV programs. IU was even more heartbroken because the money that she lost belonged to her grandmother who saved up little by little from selling small accessories. 3. She at last succeeded, and rewarded her family. IU debuted in 2008. She immediately became a rising rookie with hit songs like Boo and Marshmallow. By 2009, when IU had saved up enough to turn the table around for her family, she bought her father his dream car. Though IU does not like to reveal her family on camera too much, she has shared Instagram pictures of herself enjoying a date with her dad at a strawberry farm. Her series of text messages with her younger brother also went viral for a bit, showing that IU is still a baby girl to her parents and a silly older sister to her brother. 4. IU gave up everything to focus on her goal. On a scene of Healing Camp, IU talked about how she didn't have the grades to go on to college. As her prominence climbed, a few colleges around Korea offered uncommon confirmation of admission opportunities, however she turned every one of them down. Fans cheered her choice to stay zeroed in on her profession and turn down offers that frequently become questionable later on as done for other celebrities. IU say that college entrance is for those who worked hard for it. I won't even have time to actually have a college life, so I will not be pursuing college education. 5. She worked herself to depletion and poor health. IU had her fans concerned when she blacked out and was hospitalized, before she got back to promote her real album. From that point forward, fans have been worried about her well-being, as she is very thin. From that point forward, IU has been attempting to remain healthy by working out. By 2017, when she appeared on Hyore's Bed and Breakfast, IU picked up on yoga with the recommendation from Lee Hyore. IU has uploaded videos of herself trying out different yoga postures to show that she is working on stay fit. 6. She has struggled with an eating disorder. In 2014, IU revealed she was diagnosed with bulimia, an emotional disorder involving body image and the obsessive desire to lose weight, which can cause depression and self-induced vomiting. Because of it, she fell into self-hate and self-pity. She presently has a set eating plan that keeps her on target and solid. IU say because I was so stressed, even the smallest thing would actually make my skin crawl. I was really unhappy. Once I started disliking myself, there was no end to that. I kept digging deeper and deeper into a hole of self-pity. I was so lethargic and felt like I only had two choices, to sleep or to eat. So whenever I wasn't sleeping, I was binge eating. 7. IU has a heart of gold. In 2015, IU gave $100,000 to help the children. While she did not wish to reveal her good deed, a press covered her donation to charity. From that news, more press began covering IU's actions to give back to the community. IU has been supporting her own scholarship at the high school she is from, to send 4 outstanding students in need to college. IU has also donated books to this high school's library and sent supporting funds for educational purposes. Over the past years, she has donated over 1 billion South Korean won, about $881,000, to various charities. 8. Friendship is very important to her. IU and actress Yoo In-na have a lovable companionship that is objectives for any BFFs out there. Notwithstanding the tremendous age distinction, IU and Yoo In-na stay perhaps the most notable dearest companions in the business. At the point when IU got the Collection of the Year grant at the 2017 Melon Music Grants, she said thanks to Yoo In-na for staying close by through the good and bad. IU's fans are additionally appreciative for this delightful fellowship, as the two have been each other's most noteworthy emotionally supportive network, and everybody needs that. Though we may not be real family that shares blood, you are my best friend, my #1 fan, my superstar and my muse, Yoo In-na. Thank you. 9. She misses him beyond a doubt, similar to most of us. When SHINee's Jonghyun passed away, IU's heart broke, along with millions of other fans around the world. She prized her friendship with Jonghyun, who composed and included on her A Gloomy Clock. IU say I usually don't have that many people whom I can say that I'm close to. I feel like once I say I'm someone's good friend, it almost puts that pressure on the person. So I try not to say things like that in public, but I believe I am pretty close to Jonghyun. A month following Jonghyun's abrupt passing, IU conveyed a heartbreaking speech to him at the 2018 Brilliant Play Grants and apologized for not understanding his mindset of distress prior. I believe we should laugh when we're happy, cry when we're sad. It's okay to be exhausted or hungry or sick. These things are natural, and I wish we can all show and accept these natural things. Fellow artists, our job is to console other people, and it's great we try to be professional by hiding our feelings, but we should really look into ourselves and take care of our needs as well. 10. Sometimes her vulnerability becomes her strength. When talking about how she came to write the song A Lost Puppy, IU shared that she was able to write the song as she imagined when she is no longer loved and popular. This actually broke a lot of fans' hearts, as the lyrics are terrifyingly lonely. This song was reviewed as one of the 20 essential K-pop songs by Pitchfork. Lee Jun, better known as IU, is one of K-pop's few musicians outside the studio. As a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, she is that rare idol who fulfills the roles more commonly demanded of acts in the West, while also ably handling the ones more commonly expected of Korea's music stars, actor, television host, model, spokesperson, and on. Formed, composed, and sung solely by IU, A Lost Little Dog is a mourn of bewildering sadness coming from a cheerful 18-year-old symbol. 11. IU is always working on getting to know herself better, as we all are. During her meeting with Sassy magazine, IU discussed about her self-esteem. While she mentioned she has low self-esteem, she isn't bothered by the fact. She discussed about how she uses this self-consciousness to remember that she should not become arrogant. Realizing IU is just as vulnerable and human as the rest of the world, fans couldn't help but fall in love with this down-to-earth K-pop superstar. I have built up some esteem. I still wouldn't say I have a good amount compared to other people. No matter how insignificant someone sees me, it will not be as nearly as bad as how I see myself. I'm actually good at looking at myself in that light. It could be considered a weakness, but I think it's a strength. I know exactly who I am, so I will never, ever become cocky.